The Tyranids, the Great Devourer. In all the stars, there has never been a Xenos race more inimical to the survival of mankind. Indeed, they are the bane of all other life. Their origins are but poorly understood, the stuff of rumor and supposition and nightmare. The adepts of Mars believe that a single unknowable consciousness guides the Hive Fleets about their voracious purpose. This consciousness knows only unquenchable hunger. Hive ships serve as synapse nodes, spreading the influence of the Tyranid hive mind across the stars. Such is the hive mind's suffocating will that the warp is distorted for light years around. Confusion and terror spread before the hive fleets advance, as dreams darken and madness spreads. As the hive fleets advance, the suffocating embrace quenches the Emperor's light and drowns doomed worlds in psychic shadow. But the greatest threat comes from within. Foul creatures known as gene stealers infiltrate unvigilant worlds. A patriarch arises from the population's subverted flesh and projects a psychic beacon to draw the Hive Fleet ever closer. As the gene stealer cult grows in power, they emerge from the shadows of their benighted world. Civil war rages, shaking the planet asunder. Then the skies darken with spores and the Hive Fleet's voracious tendrils. The cultists exult at the fulfillment of prophecy and their ascension into the light. Their delusions die with them. There are many Hive Fleets, each but a facet of the immeasurable Tyranid threat. Leviathan is the greatest, and has wrought ruin on a scale never before witnessed. Though the great rift arising from Cadia's ruin has severed many of Leviathan's tendrils, many more remain. Even now, one is surging towards the Eye of Terror.
Well, welcome to the Tyranids. Hello everyone, I'm Z, here at Vucari-gaming, bringing you a campaign with my absolute hands-down favorite race in the Warhammer 40k universe.
Unidentified signals approaching, Admiral.
My thanks, Admiral.
I'll let them finish talking.
Defeat the grandfather's cult.
I need no support to crush the likes of you. Magos, identify those ships.
No! Those aren't Imperial!
All hands, stand to battle stations. This isn't over.
Okay. Let's see, we've got tentacles. So I'm not always that good at remembering names. Usually I am. But with Tyranid ships, I mostly jokingly simplify them into licky, chompy, or spit ships. I know, I'm like 5 years old.
Have you a reading on our newcomers?
Auspex confirms Tyranid vessels. Vanguard configuration. we didn't have enough trouble.
Leading more vessels inbound, Admiral.
Naturally. Likely there's an entire Hive fleet close by. All vessels engage, but keep your distance, or you'll be torn apart.
You will be torn apart. So I only found out about the Tyranids. Well, my introduction to Warhammer 40k was this game. And I very quickly realized that the Tyranids give me all kinds of evil genius giggles. Probably doesn't say anything salutary about me as a person, but I never claimed I was the good guy. So what's the trick to playing as the Tyranids? Well, their strength is boarding actions.
May the Emperor prove merciful.
And what they are really, really good at doing is getting up close and personal with an enemy ship and blowing it to hell. This is a faction that places extremely heavy emphasis on boarding. And their specialty is turning enemy warships into drifting hulks. And then getting out before this can happen.
This is Admiral Spire to all Imperial vessels. The righteous protector is lost. We have encountered a Tyranid hive fleet. Impossible as it seems, our situation has grown worse.
Indeed it has.
Abraxas Maxima alert. All able vessels to regroup at Bellis Corona. The Imperium will prevail.
Okay, so as you can see, the Tyranids start out stealthed. They're a very sneaky
Admiral
group.
Spire, certain rumors have reached my ears. Have you a report for me?
Only that these rumors are likely true. There are Tyranids at Laurentix. The righteous protector is gone. And I fear this is but the start.
I see.
I have the matter in hand. As soon as I can requisition an operational ship, I'll see the swarms destroyed.
Be not
I'm
so
sure he'll
easily
try.
distracted from your goal. A ship you shall have, but the chaos threat at Cadia remains your focus. Am I understood?
Yes, Inquisitor.
Oh, good. He's not my problem.
Our forward explorers have located a Tyranid bio-vessel.
Not very impressive. There is no shortage of such at present.
Confirmed. However, this organism is unlike any other so far encountered. If dissected, the results will prove valuable.
And the disruption to the Hive fleet. Very well. Order your excursion. I shall see that it is reinforced.
Acknowledged.
With the help of the Inquisition, Magos Numerian has located and sent fleets to kill and dissect the Ancient One, the mothership entity relaying the Hive Mind's orders to all Tyranid vessels in the Aegis Ocularis. Should it be destroyed, the Tyranids would return to an unorganized, feral, and vulnerable state. They will prevent this at any cost. So that's Menshiro Trench down here. Now, let's just check real quick. Oh wait, no, we can't add any ships because we don't have a shipyard. Now we do. Right, but so, Tyranid mechanics. Once you capture a system, the Tyranids devour it. Indicated here, devouring. 3 bars, it'll take 3 turns. And this is what we will get out of it. So this one is a biomass world. We only get 1 deposit of biomass per world that is marked as a biomass world. So this one will give us 1400, 350, nothing but a 2% increase to our critical assault chance, which helps us with our boarding, 350, and a moon nest. This one doesn't actually give us anything materially, but it does give us construction points and increase the repair rate when we build a gestation nest like this one. Now, you can build these. There's asteroid nests, gives you 3 construction points, a moon nest gives you 6, and a planetoid nest gives you 9. Now, we've already eaten this one. This world has a krill shoal, which means if we leave a fleet there permanently, there's some benefits to it. Another death world, and a dense biomass planet. But because we have nothing better to do, straight to Menshiro Trench. I love the music.
The Imperium of Man. A galaxy-spanning empire in decline. Once, humanity stood on the brink of taming the stars. A golden age of light and glory beckoned. But men have ever been prone to temptation and lured to stubborn pride. Now the Space Marines, intended as the vanguard of mankind's ascension, fight ceaselessly to prevent their father's work sliding into ruin.
I do think that these ships of the Imperium of Man are beautiful.
The Adeptus Mechanicus, custodians of wondrous technology, take to the stars in hope of unearthing lost secrets from the very darkest of ages, and to impose the Omnissiah's will upon a scattered galaxy. But nowhere is the Imperium's might more plainly seen than in the vessels of its star-spanning navy. As war rages,
I spy a
colossal
bias.
warships flip anchor to smite the foe with the righteous fury of the faithful. Such vessels are both Imperium's stalwart shield and gleaming spear, shining in the impenetrable dark of space. It takes more than a man to command such a warship. It takes a hero, strong in will and unflinching of purpose. Without such heroes, the Emperor's light would surely wane. Admiral Spire is one such hero, forged in the hallways of the vaunted Schola Progenium, tempered in the cursed days of Abaddon's 12th Black Crusade. Long has he been lost, but now, freed from the Immaterium's clutches, he returns to shed his blood in the Emperor's cause once more. Any who seek to sweep mankind from the stars must first reckon with Spire. Many have sought his head, all have failed. But one hero alone may not be enough to change the Imperium's fortunes. It will take thousands, even millions, for mankind to reclaim its footing in the Eye of Terror's gaping maw. And millions more to hold it. Such a task will not be easy. Cadia is demon-hunted rubble, and the Imperium itself is scarred. torn in two by the cicatrix maledictum.
And now you have
But it is the
the
nature of heroes to triumph in
Tyranids
adversity,
coming in to chew on your
and of faith
faces.
to flourish in the dark.
Ugh. Silly humans. We will eat them all. We will chew on their faces and digest their bones.
Give thanks to the Commissar for our timely arrival. This ancient drama is deeply in a consumption cycle and vulnerable. Recommend entrapment formation. We will weaken the ancient one's defenses and neutralize its escort fleet.
Oh man, look at this! The ship is huge! Oh.
But act swiftly. Even now, there may be reinforcements inbound.
Engaging armaments. Prioritizing kill sequence.
Like hell, you're killing my baby. Okay, so my fleet, we have the Spore Field ability, Wrecking Biomorph Ball. It'll spit our tongue out. Basically, we lick them. We lick them to death. And Spiky Carapace, which shoots needles everywhere. Tentacles, hook tentacles, feeder tentacles. He's got a Psychic Scream, which does 2,000 morale damage. Holy! Harpy Swarm, Ether, and Drool Cannon. Basically, he vomits on them. Okay. Oh yeah, what is the boarding? Whoa! 24 troop damage. Yes, thank you. I do, however, wish that I was a tiny bit faster. Oh, nom nom, nom nom. Holy ho! We're gonna get him. It's 1, 2, 3, 3 fires.
Where are you? We must combine fire and rain the Emperor's fury down upon the abomination.
Confirmed. Our real space re-entry was misaligned. Closing on your position now.
Faster! We must not fail!
Rerouting power to artillery batteries. Gun services uploading bombardment protocols.
You're all gonna die. I'm gonna nom on all of your faces. All of them, humans. Yeah. is it so rewarding to be evil? Uh-huh. There we go. You're a drifting Hulk too. Uh-oh. Oh, phew.
Destroyed. Batteries at maximum. Trust to the Omnisire.
Oh, phew. Phew again. Woo! That was close. Oh, no you don't. What are you doing this for? Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yoink. Big Tyranid baby. Love it. Okay. Didn't lose any ships, but wow, did I take casualties.
The task force has fallen silent. Projections indicate total destruction.
And this prized bio-vessel?
It endures.
So much for the might of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Your scrabblings have placed Nemesis Tessera in jeopardy.
Okay, we get 509 points, 300 biomass, and a new fleet. Ah, not the hiccups.
Inquisitor Darkhammer. Already Nemesis Tessera feels the claws of those monstrosities, and I find the Imperial Navy has abandoned us. Where is Admiral Spire?
On other duties. Duties, I might add, that are necessitated by a laxness of faith. Leadership from the Adeptus Ministorum.
Well, yes. One cannot hold heresy at bay without resource, Inquisitor.
Indeed. It is so with the Tyranids. Gird your valor. Reinforcements are on the way. They will scour the sector of all infestation.
At Cardinal Sternhall's request, Inquisitor Darkhammer has sent Imperial Navy fleets to defend the Nemesis Tessera sector. Their objective is clear: annihilate every Tyranid they encounter. Color me scared. I'm gonna give him an extra ship if I can. No, I can't. Bollocks. So before I go to Nemesis Tessera, I want to take over these worlds. Yeah. Ship. So I personally, when it comes to Tyranid vessels, favor a more tentacly, strangly strategy. I like the idea of grabbing onto the enemy and just... I know that isn't an actual description, but I'm rolling with it. Yes, yes. However, I also can recognize the value of the Chompy Boys. So let's see, we're gonna go... go for the Death World. And we shall nom on the faces of chaos.
10,000 years have passed since the galaxy burned in the fires of the Horus heresy. 10 millennia since the greatest of the Emperor's Primarchs fell into the grasp of eternal damnation and tore the galaxy asunder. Horus Lupercal may be dead, his body ashes, and his memory the stuff of a cursed legend. But the wounds he wrought yet gape in the hide of an embattled Imperium. For the battle against chaos knows no end. Many of Horus' servants survived the civil wars, and they have not forgotten their defeat. When the War Master fell, they retreated to the Eye of Terror and waged battle anew. Greatest of these was Abaddon the Despoiler, Horus' greatest living heir. Abaddon took the title of War Master for his own, and embarked upon a long and bloody campaign to succeed where his fallen master had failed. 12 Black Crusades he launched against the Imperium of Man. 12 world-shattering
Well, that's
campaigns
terrifying.
to forever alter the balance of power. Now, as the millennium draws to a close, a vast armada of traitors slips its moorings as Abaddon launches his 13th and perhaps final strike. As the tide of chaos breaks against the Cadian Gate, the Imperium holds its breath. Faith alone cannot hold back these bleak waters. Only valor will serve.
Okay. Let's see. Is anyone not a tentacle licky grabby boy? Yes, these two. Well, these two are gonna go way over here, because I don't really want them. And here we've got our licky stabby, grabby. You know what? I don't care that I'm a college student. If I want to act like a little kid with my naming conventions, I am going to act like a little kid with my naming conventions. You can't stop me. So let's see. We have our much wimpier Psychic Scream, which only does a fifth the damage to morale that the Ancient One's Scream does. Add speedy recovery, which makes the shield unbreakable for 10 seconds. Buy us that extra time to nosh on their faces. There we go. Prepare yourself for the enemy that is coming. You cannot. So these guys, as long as they ram the enemy and not be rammed, they don't take damage from it. And they can continue to do damage quite steadily
You have seized a strategic area.
while in that clinch with the enemy.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Uh-huh. And licky licky. I really don't want to think what that tentacle's doing. There we go. Drifting Husk. As requested.
You have seized.
Nom 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 nom. Nom nom. Oh look, he chewed. Oh shit. Consequences.
seized a strategic area.
Do it. Got an idea. Got an idea. I want to do it. Yeah, he dead. Perfection. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Mistake. You aborting. Board him. Bit inconvenient that we there. Board him. Nom nom? Yeah, look, he's chewing on him. He's got to get his iron. It's good for him. You'll never grow to be a big, strong hive ship if you don't eat your vegetables. Or, you know, your Imperial Navy crewman, one or the other. Chaos Navy, sorry. You gotta get a well-rounded diet. Chaos, Imperium. Seriously, I love the look of Tyranid ships. Although, I guess I shouldn't say Tyranid ships, since technically the Tyranids are the ships. Yes, well, I'm not concerned about it. Okay, so, consumed worlds. Now, the thing about devoured worlds is that once they're devoured, if someone takes the system from us, they're not going to get any benefits. The Tyranids truly wipe worlds clean. But we have gotten our hands on a death world. Anyway, okay guys, I am going to make myself end it here, otherwise I will go on and on and on and on. This episode will get really long. Hope you guys enjoyed this beginning to the Tyranid campaign. I certainly did. I adore the Tyranid game mechanics. I love the Tyranid ships, especially my chompy boys. I'm still immature. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful week. I'll see you all in the next video, which will be a continuation of the Imperium of Man Let's Play. And until then, may the eternal hunger drive you. I'm Z, and this has been Vucari-gaming.